시아마 씨의 죄명을 상해죄로 바꾸는 일이라서요. 이게 무슨 소리야?
요. 괜찮아.
예이 두왕 레가 깐딱이 하지미원
có khả năng nè. 受不了了。
我的脚印。
¿Puedo dormir con usted, jefa? Es que soñé feo.
하지미원 남매를 아직 하얗고 날로 멍
Nossa, gente, olha, uma baratinha. Ah, barata diz que tem. Um sapato de veludo. É mentira da barata. Ela tem um.
먹어. 이제 먹어. 아이고, 언니 해줄게, 언니 해줄게.
Dear my beloved audiences, today I want to tell you a story which was called The Dog and the Ghost Train. In the quiet town of Bramble Hollow, the train tracks had long been abandoned. Rusted rails stretched through forests and fields like forgotten veins, and the old station stood crooked and hollow, windows shattered by time. People rarely went near it, because at night, according to legend, a ghost train passed through. No one had ever seen it directly, but villagers often reported hearing a low rumble, a whistle too faint for any real engine, and a rush of cold wind sweeping across the platform. Most avoided the place entirely, except for a dog named Timber. Timber was a tall, scruffy mutt with golden brown fur and bright, curious eyes. He belonged to Mrs. Alder, the station's former ticket clerk, who still lived in a small cottage nearby. Every night, Timber walked the perimeter of the abandoned station as if continuing the job she once did, guarding it, watching over it, respecting its stories. One chilly autumn evening, while the moon glowed like a watchful lantern, Timber sensed something different. The air felt electrically charged, humming softly. He stood on the platform, ears pricked. Then he heard it, a faint vibration through the rails. A distant whistle, a rumble that seemed to come from nowhere. The ghost train. Timber didn't run. He stepped forward. A cold wind swept the platform, swirling leaves around him. Then, emerging from the darkness, materialized the shape of a shimmering locomotive. Its frame glowed translucent blue, like frost under starlight. Inside, faint silhouettes moved like drifting memories. Timber did not bark. He only watched. The ghost train slowed to a stop, but the doors did not open. Instead, a soft whimper drifted from somewhere beneath the platform. Timber's head jerked toward the sound. A creature, small, shaking, was curled near the lower beams of the platform. It was a young fox, thin and frightened, its leg caught between old wooden boards. Every time it struggled, the planks groaned dangerously. Timber rushed down the steps. The ghost train hissed behind him, as if urging him onward. The fox yelped again. Timber nudged the boards gently. They shifted, but the fox squeaked in terror. Timber tried pushing harder, too risky. The wood cracked ominously. If he broke it wrong, the fox might fall into the ditch below. He paused, scanning the surroundings. Then the ghost train emitted a slow, echoing whistle. A latch underneath one of its translucent wheels glowed, pointing like a spectral finger toward a loose metal bolt lying near the tracks. It was as if the train itself was guiding him. Timber understood. He grabbed the bolt with his teeth, carried it back, wedged it between the planks, and applied pressure. The boards lifted just enough for the fox to pull its leg free. The creature scampered backward, panting but unharmed. Before Timber could step away, crack! The plank snapped under his own weight. He slipped, falling halfway through the opening. His hind legs dangled over empty space. He scrambled, claws scraping the wood, unable to get a grip. Then a blast of icy air swept around him. The ghost train had moved closer, its shimmering frame overlapping the platform like a protective barrier. A ghostly figure, vague and gentle, extended what felt like a breeze under Timber's body, lifting him just enough for him to scramble back on solid ground. The moment he was safe, the cold presence withdrew. Timber turned toward the ghost train. The fox, now beside him, gave a tiny chirping bark, as though thanking the spectral passengers. With a deep rumbling hum, the ghost train pulled away. Its wheels glided without touching the rails, its whistle echoing softly through the trees. The figures inside seemed to nod in approval. As it moved past Timber, he saw something that made his breath catch. At the last window stood the faint, glowing silhouette of a woman, old, gentle, familiar. She lifted a ghostly hand in a silent wave. Mrs. Alder. Timber took an instinctive step forward, tail wagging slowly. But the train was already dissolving into the night, fading into the misty forest beyond the tracks. When the wind finally stilled, the station felt warmer than before. Timber walked the fox back toward the forest's edge, where it disappeared into the undergrowth. Then he returned home, heart full, steps light. Mrs. Alder's daughter, Clara, opened the cottage door with a soft smile. "There you are, Timber, out on your night patrol again." Timber brushed against her leg, comforted. He lay by the hearth, eyes drifting closed, but before sleep claimed him, he lifted his head toward the direction of the abandoned station. Somewhere in the distance, impossible yet unmistakable, came a final faint whistle, like a good night. From then on, Timber continued his nightly patrols. But now, whenever the wind grew cold and the rails trembled with a whisper of sound, he did not fear the ghost train. It was a friend, a guardian, a memory that watched over him, just as he watched over the world still living. And every time the ghostly engine passed through Bramble Hollow, gliding silently under the moonlit sky, Timber stood proudly on the platform, tail wagging, as if greeting an old companion traveling between the realms of the past and the present. The dog in the ghost train reminds us that the past never fully leaves us. It echoes quietly in the present, offering guidance, comfort, and lessons when we least expect them. Timber's courage shows that even when faced with the unknown, compassion can lead us forward with clarity. In modern life, people often encounter their own ghost trains, unresolved memories, worries that return in the night, or responsibilities inherited from those who came before us. These moments can feel strange or unsettling, yet they often carry wisdom. Timber trusts his instincts and the quiet messages around him, teaching us that we don't always need certainty to do the right thing. The ghost train's presence symbolizes how love and support continue even after change or loss. The people who shaped us remain part of our journey. The rescued fox represents the impact of small, selfless actions. Sometimes helping one vulnerable being is enough to transform an entire night. Ultimately, the story encourages us to move through fear with empathy, to accept guidance from unexpected places, and to understand that bravery is not loud or heroic. It is steady, gentle, and rooted in kindness. If you like this video, please leave a like and subscribe. It'll really help our channel grow. But if you don't like it, then skip it, and don't forget to check out our other videos. We love you, and goodbye.